This week, one of the biggest viral moments is of Rampage Jackson's son, Raja Jackson, where he tries to attempt murder on an unsuspecting WWE wrestler. The thing I think is the funny thing about this is that Raja, on streaming Kick or whatever, he was caught saying that he's sick and tired of being under his dad's shadow, so he needed to do something crazy to get out from under it. Every single headline that I've seen is Rampage Jackson's son, Rampage Jackson's son, Rampage Jackson's son kills wrestler. If you have to kill a guy and you're still not out of your dad's shadow, you're out of luck, my dude. I'm sorry. Even seconds before the incident, Raja was talking to his streaming chat, and they were willing to gift him $200 to $300 to jump on stage and beat this poor wrestler to a pulp. To Raja's surprise, a lawyer now costs a lot more than $200 to $300. And yes, this guy's dad is Rampage Jackson, the UFC fighter known for his PEDs and roid-raging stunts. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. For some reason, I believe when Rampage was putting his son's name on the birth certificate, he was trying to spell rage, but he didn't know how to spell rage, so he just spelled Raja. He's trying to sound it out, R-A-J-A. The NFL season's getting ready to start. And the biggest news right now is Micah Parsons getting traded from the Cowboys to the Packers. My dad, being a diehard Cowboys fan, said that is what's going to ruin this season for them. And not Jerry Jones, or Dak Prescott, or their shitty-ass head coach, but Micah Parsons. They were going to win the Super Bowl this year until that trade. Hey y'all, I want to thank y'all for watching this video. If y'all have enjoyed it so far, I strongly recommend liking and subscribing. That would up my chances of coming back onto your feed, and then you'll get to see my face again. Who doesn't want to see that? None of the ladies. Alright, well, thanks again. We'll get back to the video now. In great disappointment, but to nobody's surprise, Shedeur Sanders was listed as QB3 in the Browns' depth roster to start the season. He was listed behind the starter, Joe Flacco, and the backup, Dylan Gabriel. But at least he was listed before Colin Kaepernick. Caitlin Clark released her new logo. To me, the new logo looks like a knockoff Gucci brand. Maybe the brand's called Coochie. Instead of a Gucci belt, we wearing Coochie belts around here. And they're hairy. Lebron James has announced his retirement from the Olympics. He said in his interview that his current clone attempt, Bronny James, was a failed experiment. So he said he's going to wait another 20 years to retire after his next batch matures. He then gave the reporter a winky face and said, if you know what I mean. The WNBA is threatening a lockout, even after being offered 4 times their salaries for the upcoming season. As the commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver, was asked how he is going to address the pressing issue, and he said, quote, "We just simply do not know how to spend the extra $40 million a year we lose to the WNBA." Green dildos have now invaded the PGA Tour. As Tommy Fleetwood made his final putt to win his first ever major, a green dildo was thrown onto the field. He then kicked it into the sand bunker. I don't get why everyone is just kicking the dildos away. DraftKings is actually having a new bet you can make on who will be the first athlete to pick a dildo up. My bet is on Carl Nassib. I love this whole dildo throwing situation, especially in the WNBA. Throwing a dildo at a bunch of lesbians is kind of hilarious. And I love how really tense they get whenever they do have to handle the dildos, because it kind of reminds me of like your average middle school boy whenever their parents bring up porn at the dinner table. You'll just be cheering. Then like your mom and dad saying like, "Oh, have you ever watched porn?"
No, I've never done that. I don't even know what that is. That little green thing on the court? Like, I mean, I think I've seen that before. I don't really know too much what it is.
But everyone knows dildos are lesbians' favorite toys. I don't think all these dildos being thrown on courts is really that big of a deal. Like, ever since Mark Cuban sold the Mavericks, every game we've had a dildo sitting on our court side. We'll never forget Nico. I got coochie on my toes. I got coochie on my belt. Coochie on my belt. Coochie on my feet.